Alright. Oh, forgot about that. Oh, come on. iTunes, please. Did that do it? There now? Should be fine, maybe? It's not. Oh. That's annoying. There we go. Oh god, I just noticed I have stream audio on. Unprofessional. Alright, anyway, welcome to the Lejay Enchantress Daily event thing. As always, I am Jacob Wilson, also known as UMH. So I was going to mess with the deck a little bit, which I forgot to make a display out of. It's fine. We'll work with it. This is what we're running with for tonight. It's a little more basic. Not as many, one-ofs. I think I'm actually going to change something like this from it though. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I think I want to add, or I think I want to make these eidolons of rhetoric. Because of Omni. They're fairly decent against them. Well, hello. Welcome back. We've simplified the deck. There are a lot more copies of things in general. Oh, I wanted Giant River. I had messed that up because I forgot about it at one point in a game. Really needed it. Okay, let's try an event again. Who cares about any of those? Okay. So yeah. Not bad on that. Wait, am I? Oh, holy crap! I'm actually still connected. That's amazing. I wonder if they fixed my problem with it then. That'd be amazing. Just do it. ISP problems. So there's apparently at Vegas, as I've been watching my Twitter feed blow up with like pictures and stuff, they introduced a new format specifically for it, which looks kind of funny. It's vintage artist constructed, and what you have to do is you have to make a deck, and you can only use cards by a single artist. Some of these arts aren't right, like Mark Teeden definitely made a mind control. But yeah, it looks really interesting and kind of funny. Some form of Greg Staple one, though apparently it was more angel based than this from the post they made about it. But this This is an interesting idea. Very novel. Funny enough, Durfington won it. He is a magic comic artist. Is a very distinct style. Love artifacts. Yeah, I'll show you some of his. He is the artist behind Dirtling Around on Mana Deprived on that K side of things. This one's pretty fun. It's so true. But like back in the day, or I guess they're still recurring characters. But like JTMS and Stoneforge Mystic, or Misty as he called her, are recurring characters. Whenever something relevant to them happens. But yeah, so we're back to a more basic build. And someone in the chat from Wednesday kind of put in my head to just focus more on non-magic things like work. So I've been spending a lot of time yesterday and today thinking about quitting paper magic, using a lot of that money to get myself established online in different formats, and using the rest to go towards professional advancement. But I don't know. At the very least, I have until November to decide that I'd like to cash out at Seattle. Just because, you know, it'd be a decent last tournament to have. But I don't know. As a thought. It's been pervading my internal monologue. For a second, I thought I had stream audio playing. It's Lejay, yeah. Ooh. But yeah, so I don't know. I have a lot of things, and there are some things like I want to keep a modern deck. I want to keep like my two tundras, my volcanic, and my forces. Just because those should raise in price, and everything else will, you know, not be as expensive should I ever want to go back. Maybe Jace's, but Jace has kind of been floundering as far as I'm aware. Maybe different with Miracles being such a powerhouse. His hand's bad. Yeah, Jace has kind of been... Oh wait, that's online. Yeah, he's been kind of floundering around 90. His hand's fine. That's a decent draw. I have foil resting pieces. One of them's not foil because I wasn't able to get them all, but they look nice. Alright, we got some people coming up. Should probably change the score though. That is inaccurate. I'm always bad about that. Sorry for people looking for a championship match. This is indeed round 1. So we have been doing a lot better than we've previously done. Been racking up some packs in 3-1s. Not that time though. That person, the person we lost to last time had such a weird deck. It had so many weird one-ofs, like Isochron Scepter, which they put a Abrupt Decay under and destroyed us. The game was so annoying. It was weird. There were Delvers, Lilianas, a Tar Pit, a Jace. Like, it looked like it should have been a Delver deck. And then he played Standstill, which was weird. And like he kind of like, I guess, morphed into a Standstill deck, but it was weird. Completely off the wall. How is volume levels for you guys? I think I have it at a fine level. I spent a lot of time thinking about that brainstorm. Hope you don't have days. They have days. Unfortunate. Your turn to 8. Huh, it doesn't tell us if they returned. There's another one we're going to see, I think. Or no, it was okay. Man, this guy's thinking a lot. Oh, Lejay. Brainstorming on your main phase. Seems odd. Especially considering he knew, or he didn't know what his top was. Because he shuffled this going turn. I'm pretty happy that we got a tournament going. I was afraid we wouldn't because of the Grand Prix, but thankfully, yeah. So pretty happy that we got tournament going. I would have still streamed. Don't worry about that. But probably been like either practicing this or playing some Pauper, or both. Man, is he thinking about this brainstorm. We have 6 minutes on him. I'm pretty sure this guy knows how to brainstorm. I know that he's a usual player of legacy things. That's right. Beats in for 1. More land. Absolutely want. Nice. I was kind of hoping it would force that. Okay, he has a force. Which means we probably want a bait spell before we deploy the helm. We may not have that luxury. We may just need to do a blue card check. That's not where I want to be. Can attack for 11 next turn. Or 10 next turn, right, 11. Well, if we don't get home, we're basically we're basically dead anyway. Don't have a blue card. Don't have a blue card. Get a blue card. Get a stifle. It's valuable information. We're pretty dead anyway. As sick as that would have been, we were pretty dead anyway. So, for this, we have swords, which are going to be nice. Efficient answers to his efficient threats. Not a big fan of a ring. And I like everything else for the most part. Take out a guile. Actually, I'm gonna take out a guile and 1 ring for the swords. Hey, Romario. I like to actively stalk the viewer list when I'm bored and waiting for my opponent to do stuff. Either we're like lagging badly, or he's lagging badly, or he's very ponderous. I'll keep it. It's fine. Could be worse. But we have an answer to his first threat, so I'm inclined to keep it. Counter presence. Fantastic. I'm telling someone about Torch existence. Let's go ahead and try swords up. Say, yep, easy. Get probe. So, I'm inclined to not do the presence this turn. Yes. We've seen Pyromancer, and we've seen Delvers, so... him having a chop is a little unfortunate for him. As I assume that's just the one-off for the other side of Deathray Shaman. Maybe he has decay, I don't know. Green Sun is pretty good. I guess we can take a little beating. He knows about this, but he doesn't know about this. That's fine. We have a little bit of time. But yeah, shout out to Fraggle, one of the few people who have actually made it onto coverage with this deck. I respect his opinion a lot. And this is his basic build that he hasn't touched in a while, so we'll see. He made it to combat tempo and to try to be more consistent. And as you can see, we don't have like weird one-ups outside of the O-ring and the wing conditions. Everything's pretty has multiples of. I added the Eidolons just because of Omnitel, which wasn't a big player the last time he was thinking about this deck. But it answers Storm and it can buy us a turn or two against that deck. So I'm going to lead on the presence because he knows about it. Beats Force. It's fine. I'm going to go ahead and play the Elephant Grass. Hope he doesn't have some sort of answer. Yeah, the set of Elephant Grasses should help against the Pyromancer decks. The original list I had made had 3 in the main and 1 in the board. Because I wanted to fit in, like, Sterling Grove. And I think it was just for Sterling Grove. Yeah. No bounce spell. Okay, that's fine. Hot damn. Alright. Getting a 1-mana enchantment here would be fantastic. Read you a presence. In that case, we're going to play the Dryad Arbor, and we're going to lead on the Green Sun Zenith. This deck also isn't playing the Green Eidolon. But this allows us to get it and be able to play Presence next turn and draw a card. We have our first thing, so he has a Daze. You need to remember that. Don't know about the second Daze. He's shuffled. Yep. That is A-okay. We're winning a life total again. It's fine. Whatever. I need to always yield to that. Always yield to this. Tap the Dryad Arbor. Drawing land is great at this point. It helps us keep pace with the Elephant Grass. I need to always yield to this. I remember this time. Oh, thank you, Faux Fox, for the follow. Or Faux, sorry. You're apparently my friend. We will pay white for it, as we have no 1-mana white things. Yeah, that's really good for us. He's more than welcome to counter this. We're drawing 2 cards. It's apparently resolving. Wonderful. Would have liked to have seen a a Sanctum there. Would have been great. These 2 really help us keep pace with the Elephant Grasses. Yeah, I saw it and I was moving things around and it looked like Fox. Yeah, you can't attack me. There's 2 of them. That awkward moment when you can't pay 4 mana to attack me. We need to find a confinement relatively quickly. So it's going to be 4 mana this time around. We can still play Rest in Peace. Yeah, let's go ahead and pay for both of them. This is locking him out of combat. At the moment, he needs to hit another land. Alpha Grass is amazing. This is the unsung hero of the deck. That was really good. Go and dismiss that. Hello, Suga Husky. Welcome to the stream. I don't think I've seen you before. Let's get away here. That's actually bad. Whatever. It's fine. There's the Sanctum. Thankfully, we didn't draw another green enchantment to punish us for not naming green on the Utopia scroll. Yeah, this card's great. It stops Mirror Lejay, it stops Spatter Skulls, or Germ Tokens. It stops this guy from attacking. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, or wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we can let the Elder Grasses die and cast Emrakul. I'm worried that something bad could happen. He has a lot of elementals. He could, like, sack all the elementals, chump with an insectile aberration, and present 5, 6, 7. And the vortex would kill us. So unfortunately, we're going to pay. But we don't need to pay for both of them, actually. I'll let that one die. So it's sealed. And we'll pay 2 for this. We found a helm. That's pretty good. Is 1 card in hand? Okay. I don't really feel like bringing in Reclamation Sage. The Vortex should be the only target, and we already have an answer to it in Solitary Confinement, and it's not the fastest of clocks. It's really only good when he's able to present other pressure with it. So I'm inclined to just leave Rex Sage on the board. So Suka, in case you, yeah, it's a combo with a enchantment we previously had. What it does is it Helm tries to put cards into their graveyard until a certain number is hit, but Rest in Peace continually makes it so those cards don't get to hit the graveyard, so it just keeps going and exiles their entire deck. Just a quick rundown of that. It's randomly good against, like, Reanimator. This hand is not very good. This hand is fine. Could be better. We could have a second land, but I don't think we can get a better 5. Because it's basically 5 already. Yeah, it's a good 2-card combo that synergizes with, or half of it synergizes with our deck. I really wish this was a Utopia Sprawl. Unfortunately, we have to go for green. Yeah, I've played against Spawn, and we're on good terms. Not flip. We've also played against Jellicet, if you're familiar with him. We were 2-0 against him. Not that his deck is very good against ours. He always seems to get terrible draws. That was a pretty decent draw. He has 3 cards. Did he mulligan? He mulled to 5. Jeez. Okay, he's a very popular pilot of a deck called Miracles, which is the premier control deck of Legacy, if you're not familiar with it. He is a very good pilot of it. Still no flips. And no cantrip, apparently. It's fantastic. We should have this in the bag. He has no clock. Ball therapy. Wonder what he names. Well, he can name a second thing. I wonder if he's willing to flashback. Yeah, we're in a pretty good spot right now, baby. Our opponent stumbling on lands is very helpful. And not having a hard spell for the Enchantress. This is the first time we played against the Grixis Delver deck. Spawn isn't a Miracle player. Oarsman, also known as Joe Lissette, is. Elephant Grass. That's a pretty good name. Yeah, no, Spawn's very much a, yeah, no problem. Oh no. Alright. That's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. I'm sad now. Reveals Cabal Therapy. Well, we're probably dead. Your name's Confinement. Not that Suppression Field's gonna help. He's actually probably gonna be one of these. Name's Confinement. I mean, I know he's playing Wasteland, but we had to play it. I'd be surprised if he wasn't. Oh my god. I would be surprised if he was playing a double strategy without Wasteland. We have 2 pair. Do you think he can beat 2 pair? With his 3 cards? Alright, hopefully he just has a Daze. We can draw into a white source. No, he had a force. No. That's so awkward. Like I said, I really wish we could have. If this was a Utopia Sprawl, we probably would have won that. Alright. That happens. That's the cost of not playing blue. Or more fetch lands that we saw another land. That's alright. Are we playing for Minor Masters packs? No. When does that start? What am I doing? I need to update OBS. Don't want to have my scene. Yeah, that sucks. Oh, whoop, turned off the score. It's alright. I guess I won't feel that bad if we lose. Alright, for those of you just joining us, as we pick the first loss of the night, welcome to the Legacy Enchantress stream. My name is Jacob Wilson. This is the list we're presently running with that is devoted more towards consistency and being able to beat tempo decks than its predecessor, which was kind of all over the place. If I do say so myself. You know, singletons, doubles, kind of redundant stuff, which really should be one of either of these, but I don't know. We brought it back to basics. Go ahead and do my cheap plug. We're currently taking donations to finish Vintage Dredge. We're about 100. I turned that off apparently. What? The hell? Yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't really have the budget to get blue at the moment. But I'm considering quitting paper magic because I don't get to play stuff I want as often as I'd like. But yeah, so we're about 170. I had a display thing, but I guess the URL it goes to isn't loading. Maybe. Me. Nice. Yeah, I have a little experience with Dredge with my Pauper deck. That'd be sweet. Yeah, that'd be fantastic. What are you missing? But yeah, like, our present deck is in paper about 600, and here it's just under 200. So it's a thing. But I have, like, this deck in paper. I have Miracles in paper, but I kind of want to hold on to my fetches or my duels and forces. And I want to hold on to a blue-red X skeleton for modern. So I don't know how much I can get for everything else, but I have a while to think about it. Looking to make the transition after or during/after GP Seattle in November. So that would be a good time to unload everything. Is our music stopped? Music, please. What the hell, computer? Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with the music. It's not playing for me either. Well, let's restart iTunes. iTunes has been annoying. It, like, when it starts up, it, like, locks in the output device. So, like, if I unplug my headphones to go do something and come back and plug them back in, it'll play to my monitor speakers. I'll leave you guys with this. as I figure stuff out, which is really annoying because then I have to shut it down and reopen it, and it's a pain in the ass. What would I take out? Green sun. There we go. I have to do a bunch of other stuff. It's so annoying. I have to change the source and then change it back. It's just all terrible. Okay, what is... settings? There we go. There we go. So there's our donation bar, finally. As I deal with all of the issues I've just had. Just to largely ignore it. Like, presently, I don't think it's a bad idea to leave it out of the list. With a lot of Pyromancer-based decks and Miracles running around, they're not strictly necessary. And again, this deck is this build is kind of oriented more towards consistency and tempo, and spending 3 mana to just go and find something is a tempo loss, which is why I cut any sort of tutors. So it's largely to just ignore it. To try to keep pace with the faster, efficient decks. My video preview is frozen. Yeah, and there's a lot of flexibility in the list. Some run Eidolon of Blossoms, some run 2 Eidolon of Blossoms, which I don't like. Sterling Grove is flexible. At one point we had cut both Miri's Guiles for Carpro Flowers, but originally I was running 2 Miri's Guiles. And even win conditions change, but I'm a fan of Helm and Emrakul because they usually win on the spot. The thing is that we actually have more white sources than it seems, as we have the multiple heaths, which help. We have the Plains, the Crocus, the Sanctums, and then we have the Utopia Sprawls. Sadly, even if we had a second Plains, that it wouldn't have helped in that game. And we really need green mana to get our engine going, as it helps us ramp and just play more things in a turn. It's bad enough when you have like a mono white land hand and have green spells, but the other way at least gives us a chance to draw out of it. By providing us the colors we need for our engine. Yeah, like we really, unless we draw ley lines, we only ever need 1 white. and having more fetches hurts our suppression field plan. Yeah, really sad he had that wasteland. We would have been in amazing shape had we gotten to untap with our Sanctum. I got smudged my glasses. As much as I love the anti-glare coating, it smudges. Like, until we get to the point where we can start locking our opponent out, we don't need white. And at that point, we usually have multiple enchantress effects and can draw into a white source. Whether it's Utopia Sprawl or an actual land. Though I do have to say, the build that was running the Monastery Mentors had a second Plains, I believe. But I also think he had a Savannah. Which, still haven't gotten to try the Monastery Mentor plan. Yeah, he had 7 forests, which say island on this list. 2 plains, 2 verdants, 4 heaths, 1 savanna, 3 sanctum, and a Caracas. But he was very white postboard. He even had Nevermore and Containment Priest, so he really needed white mana. He also had more main board removal and Sigil. He had a Sigil, 2 O-Rings, and 3 Journey into Nowhere. He also had Carpet of Flowers to help out a little bit. That's where I got the idea of running him in the main. It's not a terrible idea. We had some moderate success with it, including making 6 mana on turn 2 on the draw. Chill really good. Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting angle. A problem I foresee with it is the fact that sweepers are already good against us, so people are going to be bringing them in favor of spot removal. So, like, sure, we dodge all the spot removal by presenting a thing that makes multiple creatures, but we still die to the same hate in, like, Toxic Deluge and Terminus. So, I don't know. Yeah, this is the dredge list I was looking at. It was the top one on Goldfish. I like the Fate Stitchers. I think that's really cute. Get more bizarre activations. I feel like I don't necessarily know what the Sun Titan's for. I don't know if I'll like it. But I feel fine about everything else. This is going to be good against Mentors. Storm. Don't really know what chain's for. I say I'm like Oath. Just for grindy stuff. These for hate. I actually saw a list that was running. There's a 2-mana enchantment that at the beginning of your upkeep you destroy all artifacts and enchantments for 1 and a white, which I thought was pretty funny because it stacks. But I don't know. Yeah, currently taking donations to help flesh this out. Also, any like prize money goes here. We opened a wasteland and put everything into this. Or we opened a wasteland, and on top of stuff that I had put into it from my pocket, we put the 50 from the wasteland in. Which is great. Also, just to double check, yeah, just faux. Still think your name says Fox. I still don't know what the deal is with these people. It's weird. We don't have any friends playing. There's another Enchantress player named Goyo Bean who is still not in the chat. Spawn is not playing. Joe's not playing. Though I bet Joe's in Vegas because he's from California. Or somewhere on the West Coast. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what I want to do with this going forward. It'd honestly help if I got more donations rolling in, but we've only ever gotten one. Not you, Joe Lissette. The other Joe I know is also in Kansas, but that's a different story. Sadly, he's not going to get to come to town. He was hoping he'd be able to find like an internship or something for some credits. But he just stayed at he found one, yeah. He had an internship at the Garnet Hospital. So, not really going to get to see him, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I don't know what I need to do for getting donations and stuff rolling. Like, I don't expect a lot, but it helped. It helped. As you know, I spent a lot of time on this stuff between doing actual streaming and cutting up the videos for YouTube. But whatever. If I cut anything, it's going to be posting the replays to YouTube because I don't have that much of a presence on there anyway. I think I only have like 8 subscribers. But I don't know. I like this song. It's a mashup of a bunch of different songs from Monster Cat's 3-year history at the time of the making of this. Hippie dogs. So annoying. We put a blanket over him and he still yips the slightest thing. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Let's see my mic input thing changing. So let's see who we can be up against. We've played No Pride before, I don't remember what he's on. I understand the people who just drop. We're not dropping. I don't think we've ever dropped just because free practice. Oh, kind of free. I paid my money. I get my money's worth from it. Close this because it won't come up for the next person. Sorry about that, people on the main floor. This is a Miracles player. I think we actually beat the last 2 times we played. This guy is also on Miracles. Yeah, our deck is really good against Miracles. Because, like, counterbalance is cool. Like, we can't counter all of our things, and eventually we can go Sanctum into Emrakul. Just kill you. There was one of our friends who's in Vegas presently. He's in Vegas, and he was trying to sign up for an event or something, and some guy was yelling at the event maker person for their apparent lack of Dragons of Tarkir drafts, which apparently he wanted to play. Why, I have no idea, but fairly certain they wouldn't pay out in Modern Masters. Well, I wouldn't believe they'd pay out in Modern Masters, but like, why would you come to this event and not want to do Modern Masters stuff? Literally all about Modern Masters. Yeah, have you guys seen the pictures of the venue? It's crazy. I was there for the first Modern Masters one, and that was an experience. If they ever have another Modern Masters, you should definitely go, because so many people in one place. Yeah, we finished. Yeah, so for those of you unfamiliar with matchups, we're good against fair decks, especially fair blue decks, and tempo decks that aren't Bug Delver. I'm not sure. I'm sure you could find it on the fact page that the mother board or the mothership posts. But it'll probably be up tomorrow as they do all of the day one stuff. Though they did have a 2-headed giant event fire with like 360 people or something like that. In Chiba, the attendance is 4K. The public relations person tweeted a picture of the floor plan for a 10,000 player event, but I don't know if they actually hit that. The entire venue is about a quarter of a mile from end to end.